Hey everyone, welcome back to NBA Pickup, and today I'm going to be talking about the new trade, the Valanciunas and Steven Adams Eric Bledsoe trade, and what maybe to expect on Thursday night, on draft night, which is coming up pretty soon actually, so I have to get this video out pretty soon. So first, the trade, the Grizzlies, Pelicans, they basically swap centers and picks. So I have the trade pulled up here. By the way, I literally have not seen any video or anyone else's opinion on this trade yet. So everything I say here is my entire opinion and just my own ideas and things. So the Pelicans get Valanciunas, pick number 17 and pick 51 in this draft. And the Grizzlies will receive Steven Adams, Eric Bledsoe, pick 10, pick 40, and I'm pretty sure that's like a top 10 protected Lakers 2022 first round pick. So I'm pretty confident that pick will convey to Memphis. And so really, I don't understand this trade for the Grizzlies at all. I mean, I have just very few ideas on why they may have traded Valanciunas. That's because Valanciunas is 29 years old right now, and he's only under contract for, I think, another year now. Yeah, he's under contract until the end of the 2022 NBA season. So they would have to extend his contract, and he's most likely going to take a pretty big pay cut. And I don't know if Memphis is willing to give him a lot of money at the age of like 30. So I guess that's probably the main reason why they traded him now, while his trade value is at its highest, it's at its peak. So I think that's why they traded him, was just for the contract. And then Steven Adams, who they're receiving, will be under contract until the end of the 2023 NBA season. He'll be making about $18 million by then. And Eric Bledsoe is also under contract until the 2023 season. He's just going to be making about like $19 million. Memphis receives two players who's under contract for another two seasons. I don't understand that. Like, I'm trying to understand, because they're both old. I mean, Steven Adams is 28 right now. Eric Bledsoe is 31. And I guess they just didn't really want to extend Valanciunas' contract, but it doesn't make sense because they're just taking two guys who will make even more than what Valanciunas would have wanted. So, and they don't fit in their timeline either. I don't understand this trade. I mean, they move up to the 10th pick in this year's draft. I don't know who you could get with that. Probably like Jalen Johnson, if you're lucky. I don't know. But whatever it is, I don't think it's a good trade for them. I guess you get the Lakers pick next year, and you get the 40th pick this year. Again, I don't understand it. But for New Orleans, I love this trade for New Orleans, because Steven Adams was not a good fit next to Zion, in my opinion. He kind of clogged the paint a little bit, and that caused problems for Zion, who's not much of a shooter and a guy who does a lot of good work down in the paint. And Valanciunas, he's not the greatest floor spacer in the league, but he can still stretch out to the top of the key, hit that occasional open three-pointer, and I think that'll be a great fit next to Zion. He'll have more space to work with in the paint, and he's going to be more dominant than we've ever seen him before. So I love that trade. They also get rid of Eric Bledsoe, who's just kind of not been great. I don't have Bledsoe's stats with me right now, but I can just tell you, when you watch him play, that his impact on the game is not that great. He's not a great shooter, especially against a guy, especially when he's playing with guys like Ingram, Zion, and Lonzo. The spacing there can be a little bit iffy, so getting rid of him is also good. Again, you're bringing in Valanciunas for about a year, for 1 year, and then they might extend him. But they also received pick number 17, which I think for what they gave up is pretty fair. Also get the 51st pick in this year's draft. I mean, you can draft someone with that, maybe you can become Jokic, but that's extremely unlikely. But yeah, I think the Pelicans definitely won this trade. I don't understand what Memphis is doing uh, at all. I mean, John Morant's already kind of a non-shooter, and now you're just adding two more guys who can't shoot the ball that well. So I don't understand what Memphis is doing here. Um, I mean, you got the 10th pick, which is cool, but you had to give up the 17th and your second best player on your team. And Valanciunas I think he's one of the most underrated big men in the league, one of the most underrated players in general. Great rebounder, great post player. He's willing to do a lot of the dirty work down low, so that's a great pickup for New Orleans there. So that's enough about that trade. I do want to talk about what we could expect on draft night, because that's usually when superstars can potentially be traded, because teams like, for example, the Warriors have some pretty early picks in this year's draft and could ship those off for a star player to help them contend now while they can. So we've seen a lot of rumors about just the Warriors moving pick 7 and 14 with Wiggins and Wiseman for a superstar player. People speculate like Bradley Beal, Pascal Siakam. People are going as far as saying Lillard, which I think is extremely unlikely, but there's all those rumors going around. I think the Warriors will probably make a trade. I don't really know who they will get, because I know teams know that the Warriors are trying to contend now, so that means their picks are probably going to be valued a little less, because they know the Warriors are really shopping for a superstar player. We've seen a link. At least I've seen a lot of rumors with the Wizards, Bradley Beal, Westbrook going to the Lakers, and then Beal going wherever. I don't see them trading either of them, because I think what we saw at the end of the year with the Wizards and how Beal and Westbrook played was like really good, and I think that because they made that push to the playoffs at the end of the year, that I think the Wizards are probably going to run it back. And I think Thomas Bryant he was hurt for a majority of the year, so they're going to get him back, and I think he's probably the best center on that team. So it'll be good to see the Wizards try to kind of run it back and maybe make a deeper playoff push this upcoming year. Another rumor that's been going around is Ben Simmons. Obviously, his poor playoff performance really took a shot on his trade value and how much the Sixers value him in their run to get a ring. So I think that we could potentially see Ben Simmons get moved. I don't really know if he'll be traded for like a top pick in this year's draft, but I think the Sixers might package him with like their own pick, and then they'll try to get something else for him at least. I could actually kind of see him going to Toronto, considering that Lowry's future with the team and his where he might go in this year's free agency has kind of messed things up for the Raptors. So I could see him maybe getting swapped for Siakam or something like that. And I've seen a lot of things about the Lakers, them potentially moving Kyle Kuzma, KCP. I think those are the only two guys that are under contract currently that might be traded on draft night. I don't know. I think there might be a team out there who's like the Kings or something that are willing to take a shot with him, maybe trade like Buddy Hield to get rid of his contract or something like that for Kuzma. I could potentially see something going down like that on draft night with the Lakers. I've seen a lot of rumors actually saying that the Kings are also like pursuing and have been aggressive in trade talks recently. So I think that's good to hear, because the Kings have not really found their guys yet. They just kind of have De'Aaron Fox, Tyrese Halliburton, and that's kind of all they have like currently right now for their young core. So Buddy Hield is a lot older than we think. He's like 28 or something. So, and he's got like a 20-year contract for like 3 more years. So I think we might see him get traded on draft night. I don't know, I could be missing some things right now. You guys let me know in the comments below if I missed any big rumors or something that could potentially go down on Thursday night. As a Warriors fan, I'm very excited, obviously, because, well, we could potentially trade for a star player, or we could take a guy like who I really like in Davion Mitchell with that 7th pick, and maybe we can see how our team will be next year with a mixture of some veterans and some young guys. But yeah, again, if I miss anything, let me know in the comments below. Leave a like on this video for more NBA content like this. I think I would do like a reaction video to the draft. Just some probably just the lottery picks, maybe who I thought was like a steal in the draft or whatever. But yeah, and subscribe. That's always good. And share with your friends, because that way I can get more views.